Assalamualaikum dear students and all the viewers. Welcome to Chattogram Online School. Dear students, I am here to take your English for today, and you know it's especially for the students of class 5. Dear students, now I like to introduce myself before you. This is Rupa Mullik Rupu, Assistant Teacher, Tintigate Government Primary School, Khagrachuri. My dear students, in our previous class we have discussed about some natural disaster. Maybe you can remember this. Yes, today we are going to discuss about again this unit 23, Stay Safe. So let's go to open your book, page number 91. Our today's lesson is 2 and 3 and it's unit 23. Stay safe, okay? Okay. I hope, my dear students, you have opened your book. I also opened my book, Stay Safe, here. Look, we can see a picture here. Dear students, here is a picture before us in our textbook. What can you see in this picture? Two students. They are talking with a firefighter, a fire person who helped person from rescue who helped to rescue from some disaster. Okay, dear students, there is a very important thing to learn. So at very first I like to discuss before you some new words. Okay, please write down all the new words in your exercise book. In this unit, here is in this lesson there are many important words. First, officer. Introducing new words. First, officer. Officer. Dear students, do you know what is the meaning of officer? What do you mean by officer in English? Officer. Officer, a person who works in a office. A person who works in a office. Okay? Sorry, not a, an. Here is O vowel, so we have to use an. A person who works in an office. This is officer. Officer, we can say in Bengali, officer or karmakarta. My dear students, you have to write down these words in your exercise book. Next word, terrible. 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 It means very something that makes you feel upset. Terrible. Something that makes you feel upset. Okay? It means bhayanok. Bhayanok. Then disaster. Disaster. In English we can say an unexpected event. An unexpected event. And we can say it in Bengali, durjog. destroy, to damage something badly. It means ধ্বংস, ধ্বংস করা। Okay, my dear students, I have write some words before you. I have write only 5 words before you. I want to read again. Officer, a person who works in an office. Then in Bengali meaning it's also officer or karmakarta. Then terrible, terrible, something that makes you feel upset or bhayanok in Bengali. Disaster, an unexpected event. It means durjog, jeta onakankito. Then world, the earth. The earth, it means prithibi, okay? Then destroy, to damage something badly. It means dhongso kora. Okay, I hope you all have write these words in your exercise book. Now I want to read the lesson, and please you have to listen to me attentively. Okay? Okay. First officer. Here is Anita, Asad, and officer. They are talking. This is a dialogue between Anita, Asad, and officer. 3 person. Okay? First, Anita said, Officer, we heard about the earthquake in Nepal. It was terrible. Anita said to officer that, Officer, we heard about the earthquake in Nepal, and it was terrible. It was terrible. Okay? Then Asad said, yes, I'm very sad about it. Asad said that he is very sad about the earthquake of Nepal because it was very terrible. Then Anita said, I'm afraid there are many disasters in the world. Last month we lost some of our land because of river erosion. And last year, a cyclone destroyed many buildings and trees. What's next? It means what will be next? They see some disaster. They are very afraid. Now Anita said that she lost some of their land are broken by river erosion. And last year a cyclone destroyed many buildings, and now she thought, what will next? Maybe next some other natural disaster will happen. This is the tension of Anita. Then officer says, well, the TV news can tell us about cyclone, and we can often see saying of river erosion. So far, no one knows when an earthquake will happen. Dear students, we hear about the we can hear the news from television, from radio, or we can find out the weather news from mobile. But from this television or smartphone or radio, we can hear only about cyclone, we can hear about or we can see about flood, river erosion, but we can't get any previous news from this television or another place, because earthquake, no one know when a earthquake will happen. So we have to get ready always to rescue ourselves. Dear students, then Asad said, what can we do? When officer said that so far no one knows when an earthquake will happen. That time Asad said, what can we do or what can we have to do? The term officer again said that you shouldn't worry too much. We can prepare for natural disaster. Here is a leaflet. Officer said to Asad, no tension. We have to take ready always to protect ourselves from any kind of natural disaster. It would be earthquake. Okay? So dear students, here is a leaflet. In our next class, I have to discuss with you about the leaflet. But in our today's lesson, this is the last line of this lesson. That here is a leaflet. So we have to discuss about this lesson again. Okay? We read that three persons are dialogue. Three persons conversation here. They are Anita, Asad, and officer. Anita says to officer that they heard about earthquake that happened in Nepal and it was very terrible. Then Asad says he is very sad about it. Then Anita again said that she is afraid. She knows that there are many kinds of disaster in the world, and last month some of their lands are going under river erosion, and last year a cyclone destroyed many buildings, she know, and she is now in thinking that what will happen next. Then officer says, well, we all can know the news of the natural disaster or the weather news, what will be happen next from television, smartphone or radio, but we don't know any news at first or previously from about earthquake. So Asad says that what we have to do. Then officer says you shouldn't worry, only we can prepare ourselves to for natural disaster. And he showed them a leaflet. Dear students, this is the last. I have finished to discuss about the lesson. Now here is activity D in your text. Look, here is activity D in your text, and here is some question. So you have to answer the questions. First question: where was the earthquake Anita talked about? We know that Anita talked about an earthquake. Where did the earthquake happen? Can you answer, dear students? I hope you can answer. Yes, the answer is Nepal. Okay, dear students, I like to write the answer before you answer the question. Okay, first question was, where was the earthquake? Where was the earthquake Anita talked about? Its answer is the earthquake Anita talked about. D-E-A-R-T-H, earth, Q-U-A-K-E, earthquake that, or earthquake Anita talked about was in Nepal. Nepal is our neighborhood country. Then number 2 question is, when did Anita's family lost some land? When did Anita's family lost some land? Our answer is in our text. Anita's family lost some land last month. Right, dear students? Okay. Then number 3 question. The question is, why did her family lose some land? We know that her family lost some land for river erosion. Okay, dear students, I hope all the answer is matched with you. Now the answer of number 4 question: what destroyed many buildings and trees last year? What destroyed many buildings and trees last year? Yes, for cyclone. So we have to write last year many buildings and trees were destroyed because of what, dear students? Yes, cyclone. I have write number 4 and last number 5. Number 5 answer. At first I have to read out the question. Here is: which natural disaster can the television news tell us about? Which natural disaster? I hope you know that the TV or television news can tell us about cyclone. Okay, dear students, now I have write the answer of the questions. Let's read them again. First question was: where was the earthquake Anita talked about? And the answer is: the earthquake Anita talked about was in Nepal. Then, when did Anita's family lost some land? Anita's family lost some land last month. Then, why did her family lost some land? Answer: her family lost some land for river erosion. What happened? Number 4. What destroyed many buildings and trees last year? Answer 4. Last year, many buildings and trees were destroyed because of cyclone. And last question: which natural disaster can the television news tell us about? The television news can tell us about cyclone. Okay? Dear students, I hope all of you can answer all the questions like this, right? Okay. Now, look at your textbook in activity E. There is a group work. Have you experienced a natural disaster in your life? What kind of natural disaster was it? When was it? Or imagine a disaster. Dear students, in activity A, here is activity E. In activity E, here is a question for you that have you any experienced about any natural disaster? I know that all of us have some experience about any of disaster, any of natural disaster. So, what kind of natural disaster was it? Is it flood? Is it river erosion? Or is it cyclone? Or is it earthquake? When was it? It means when was it happening? And or imagine a disaster. Or imagine a disaster. Yes, it will be the question. I want to give you a home task about activity E. Dear students, your today's home task: write 5 sentences about a disaster. That you about a disaster that you experience, that you know. It will be, dear students, it will be only in 5 sentences. Write only about your experience about any kind of disaster as answer of activity E from your text. So that now I like to give you this kind of home tasks to know about your experience of any natural disaster. Okay, so my dear students, what have you learned today? Today you have learned about some natural disaster, and we have read a dialogue between Anita Asad and Miss Officer. And here is some questions for you, and we all try to answer these questions. And please do this home task activity E. And thank you for participating with me. And I like to invite you to join in my class next week. Till then, Allah Hafiz.